Hello, welcome back to part 3 of Endless Space 2 as the Hissho. So, last time we decided we wanted to colonize over here, but someone is there apparently. And these pirates are in the way for me colonizing past here. So the plan is basically going to be, I'm going to send my fleet over here, which is going to take a little while, unfortunately. This fleet is building up over here, so next turn I will have it fully completed, and then we're gonna go and crush those pirates and probably do a lot of colonizing. So it should be pretty exciting stuff. Alright, so that's all done. I think this might be a really quick turn, actually, strangely enough. Let me check on this minor population here. Can I assimilate them yet? No, I think that's next turn. Okay, so we'll let that finish up. Excellent. So we got some a new hacking program, which is fine. We're not really using that at the moment. We've got advanced scanners. Now, this lets you basically research new anomalies that before you didn't even know existed. It doesn't remove them or upgrade already existing ones, but it just kind of creates more, and those ones give you more as well, I believe. So here we got advanced scanners. We got a warp drive. Warp drive is an interesting one. It starts out not that great, but the advantage of it is that it lets you go outside of lanes. So if there's two spots you want to go to that are not physically connected, you have the option to kind of go off the lane and get there, but it's really slow. Later on, you get ways to kind of like boost that, and I think certain empires and traits are able to speed that up, but for the most part, it is what it is. I got a new population collection bonus for the Hissho. This is the population overview screen. It's one of those ones. It's not too exciting for the most part. So basically, the idea is it shows you all the different kind of like races that are in your empire, and how many you have. As you get more of each particular one, you start unlocking these bonuses over here. So, for example, this one is just, I get more militarist sentiment in my empire, which is fine. The good stuff starts coming when you get to the 20 and 50. So this one makes it so it's plus 15% defensive manpower per turn on systems with Hissho. And then this one is minus 25% ship industry cost on systems. So you can see how that could be handy. So it's one of those ones where it's, if you have a big empire that has a lot of diverse populations in it, you can actually kind of move them around and get those bonuses and do some pretty crazy stuff. You also have the option to throw luxury resources at it, and basically when you boost a population with it, it only does it for that one type of population, and it doubles this effect. Doubles their kind of like base stats. This is more important when you play Horatio. His whole thing is that the Horatio start out not that great. They're pretty good at food, and they're like kind of happy, but they have the ability to splice other populations' abilities into themselves. So a lot of their game is kind of growing up these other little populations so they can get to a threshold where you can splice them into your Horatios. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so we got our little fleet here. Let's pop it out. I think I'm gonna move. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, I can't move him until he's done, which is fine. I discovered the planet Takoja. Where's that? How did I find that? Maybe there was an event. Reveal technologies. Okay. Not sure where that came from. I don't know why I'm aware of that all of a sudden. Such as it is. This place is growing up really nice, actually. Let's see, we got some metallic waters. I could do this if I wanted to boost my science further. I think I will. One of the main advantages of the Hissho is that they are really good at behemoths. Normally, empires can only construct one at a time. And the behemoths are very useful, but the Hissho are kind of like designed around it in some aspects. I don't think other empires get the benefit of when I fire this drill out and it drills. I don't think other empires get the whole benefit of getting a little bit of resources. So basically with them, you can put a bunch of like mining probes, just like, or mining behemoths like everywhere, and just funnel it all into your capital, and have your capital just be this like industrial ship producing hub. One thing I also need to research, and probably pretty quickly, is autonomous materials? Yes. Autonomous materials unlocks this, the Hawking radiation dowser. There's wormholes that are invisible on the map that can link certain areas. So like, let's say there's one here that goes like over here. You can go zoop. It's a good way to get out of your kind of constricted constellation right off the bat. That way you don't have to rely on, probes or what have you. Which reminds me, we have a new anomaly to check out. Improved high I, or is it high 1 plating? Fonts are weird. Okay, so this one actually seems pretty cool. Alright, looks like construction is well underway. My fleets are all moving. Except this guy. I forgot about him. Alright, we're going to march this guy over to the pirates. The intent is pretty much just to sit on them and bomb them, essentially. Alright. I got the Academy Embassy and a spin project. Academy Embassy lets you unlock heroes, so it's very nice. I got new military technologies. High energy magnetics is unlocked on Empire Doodle. Sure. Let's see. Have 2 planets with Hissho major population. Yeah, I think I could do that. I think that should happen next turn, really. Unless it means 2 additional planets. Alright. Yeah, I definitely want to colonize that Savannah. So maybe I'll get ahead of that and I'll make my my brood ship now. I think I'm going to add a speed module to this thing. It's going to cost me a little bit of Hyperium, but I don't want my colony ship to take forever to arrive at any destination. So that'll be next after that. Then, let's see. I don't know what I want next. Probably the Academy Embassy, but that is expensive. Center of the Obsidian Eagle's pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Influence in general is a pretty handy resource. Influence generation affects how big your borders are. I guess I have to go with that.
Welcome to the Sophonity. There are some among us who doubt your intellectual chops. Please, prove them wrong.
So it's the Sophons. So that's good, actually. The Sophons are really bad at war. Their thing is that they're really good at technology, but their troops are very frail. So I think I just need to basically get in there and give him a few bruises, and I can conquer him pretty quick. Oh, gosh. I guess I'll get rid of fleet health. My fleet should be able to handle whatever arrives there. So, next up. There's nothing new for this guy to probe here, so I'm going to fire a probe off in a random direction. I've already fired it roughly this direction, so I'm going to fire it this way because it's completely new. I'm going to head over to Ozulo. Zulo? Feel free to chip in on what you think things are pronounced as. Because I have no idea. You can give this guy some fleet health. The faction that came with the expansion that adds stealth stuff is a lot of fun. Their whole thing is that their faction is basically always invisible and can move around and stuff like that. It's very unique compared to the others. And their whole thing is pretty much I'm trying to think of the best way to describe. They compromise your population, basically. They're really cool. They're definitely not one I would be like, oh yeah, play them as your first or second faction. They're a little weird, but they're good stuff. All right, that brood ship is almost done. This colony is almost done. There's a pirate ship there. Let's knock that out of the sky. Now we can do our anomaly here. Oh wow, there's 4 here. Reveals all the hidden isolated nodes near this constellation. Okay. Are there any? It appears the answer is no. Are there any more anomalies here? You can always tell if there's anomalies because it'll do this little the little planet icons will sort of do almost like a sonar type thing where they go like boom. All right, I'm gonna fire some probes off. All right, let's assimilate these guys. I think they deserve it. Okay, so I failed the quest because it's not really relevant anymore. Here we are. So let's, I guess I'll just queue up a bunch of stuff to get it all built up. No luxury deposits, which is fine. Do some of that. And, I guess the Academy Embassy. We'll just kind of let that mature. Ah, wait, there is an isolated node here. What have we got here? A lava, an ash, and large desert. Very interesting stuff. It seems to me like I should really get this technology, which is going to let me colonize desert, because I feel like I keep being like, oh, look, a desert planet. Oh, look, a desert planet. All right, fine, I'll do it. And then I really got to lean into military. Okay. I'm going to blockade the system to try to choke off any sort of a colony ship that might appear. The hard thing is you have to kind of keep checking on it to see, because sometimes the little colony ship will arrive with food. You just kind of have to squish it with your fleet. I have another hacking operation. There's not much I can really especially do at the moment. Oh, there was an enemy hacking operation. Coming from the pirates? I didn't know the pirates could initiate hacks. I mean, maybe they can't, but that sounds weird. We have the Obsidian Eagle. Costs only 5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Because that's just gonna make everything very powerful and strong. Go with that. Just really turn this into an industrial powerhouse. And this research park and endless world might actually be very nice to build. I have the bonus on production. I think I'll do that. That might be a mistake. It might be one of those things where I'm like, well, I should be building up my military or something, but. And then here, I'll do a spin project for now. So I can do all 3 of these in one turn. Which, fingers crossed, will just make everything significantly faster, but probably not. It probably won't be important enough. Destroy those pirates. I have to go back for those pirates? I don't know if I want to do that quite yet. There'll be plenty of opportunity for me to fly by with military. All right, apparently I have a new type of population. I'm not sure how, but sure. I think I'm gonna go with this. This is going to hurt my empire, my science, but it's gonna really help my production. And I think at this point, the production is going to really help me lay down some groundwork.
You're making the Sophonity nervous. What are you up to?
Nothing. Okay, so here's the pirates. I'm gonna back off. Alright, Soidan has finished colonizing here, which is fantastic. I'm very excited for that. I think I'm gonna do a spin project here. Followed by... Yeah, magnetic field generators, because this has an anomaly on it, the Comanite volcano, and this has an anomaly on it. So both of those will really boost my science, and then hopefully I can really go for it. This is also going to be really good for my finances, which is hurting at the moment. So that place is all built up then. So I've unlocked predictive logistics, which is fantastic. This is especially good on when there's a big system. It's plus 20 production per planet. So if there's a lot of planets, get a lot of free production. Industrial zones, which is very good for hot planets. And then adamantium refining, which allows me to exploit a strategic resource, which I don't think I have at the moment, but that's okay. I have, let's see, I've donated 100 here, which is only giving me 17%. So I'm in 4th place. So that means I would need to donate another 100 roughly? 150, I would say, in order to get 1st place. So I don't know. I think I'll throw 30 in.
Your devotion, or self-interest, is noted.
Excellent. The Academy has been discovered in the Zorak system. Ah! So that's where the Academy lives. This is just kind of like a little, like, almost like colony that it has. But this is where it, like, lives. This is another system over here, and it's a big one. What does it have in it? Snow, Arctic, ice, huge barren with Kessler syndrome. That's a mess. Tiny barren. Okay. I do definitely want that. So I should probably build a fleet that can get over there, and a colony ship that can arrive shortly after. Ah, he's almost there. Can I do anything to boost this guy? Oh, I could give him this, which gives him more probes. I can give him this, which will speed him up. I guess I'll give him basic shield. At this point, scouts are pretty cheap to make, so like I'm not too worried about giving him a little bit of defensive. All right, let's upgrade this guy. That's this little hex here. So now I have a total of three probes I can use. All right, how long would it take me to get there? It would take me 6 turns to get there. Roughly 2, I guess 3 total to get here. And then another 3 to cross. That's a little on the rough side. That's why I'm hoping to get autonomous materials, and maybe that will reveal a wormhole that will just punch straight there, or at least really close. Excellent. Things are moving along. I'm gonna go with Embrace. Even though it's gonna put me in the negative as far as influence goes. So now I'm not sure. I guess I'll go with Reject, actually.
Your actions will only make the war more painful.
Found the amoeba. Okay, that's pretty close. That's decent. Said hello to them. Okay, so these guys have officially colonized that. I couldn't stop them in time.
Your actions will only make the war more painful.
You have to fleet center away? We don't collect antiques. Get it out now. I guess I'll just like refuse just to antagonize them.
Only make the war more painful.
And then I'm gonna fire a probe over here. And then I'll leave. This brood ship is ready for action. My concern is if I send him this way, he might get intercepted by those pirates. Which would be a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a red blanket, wet blanket. You know, the classic phrase. I don't really need to worry about defensive stuff right now because I'm not exactly worried about getting conquered anytime soon. It could still happen, sure, but I'm not worried. I think this is Homeland Defense, War Banners. Yeah, I don't think I need to worry about that. Okay, my fleet has arrived. So we're gonna blockade that. We're gonna kick off a raid. So ground battles work slightly differently than the ship battles. Ship battles are based on equipment, and there's a kind of weird triangle to that. Ground battles is similar in a lot of ways, but different. You get 3 choices when you're attacking. Preemptive bombing, guerrilla, and blitz. So over here you have manpower that's like, how many is there, how many is in reserve, etc., etc. And they have some on their own. There's more details here on like multipliers and things like that, but basically the general thought is that when you're attacking, you have a limited supply of manpower. Once your ships have run out, that's kind of it. Whereas if you're the defender, if you're able to shake off the attacker, your manpower will fill back up as long as you have some in reserve. So preemptive bombing will basically not send out a lot of guys on your side. The attacker will have 25% less coming out. But it will do some free damage, and it will do a good amount of damage without putting in quite as many troops. But it is very destructive to the place that you're attacking, so if you keep doing preemptive bombing over and over again, there's not going to be a lot to steal from them at the end of the day. And there's guerrilla. Guerrilla is that the invading troops will have more health, but do less damage. So it's a good way to kind of be more spongy. It's a good way to to get more out of your current troops. And then there's blitz, which is just like you throw yourself at them. You can bring more people in right off the bat, and you have slightly less health, but you do more damage. Right now, I'm thinking I think I might go with guerrilla. So you can see here, by the way, the details panel I pulled out. You can kind of see how these different tactics affect it. Actually, I think I will do preemptive bombing. Yeah. All right, so let's check this out. This is what the land battles look like. That's why preemptive bombing going off. So it's done a chunk of basically free damage to them. Here come my tanks. Major victory. Okay. So that looks good. So they chose to dig in, which I think just gives defense, basically. I didn't get any key from it because nothing. This was not really like a one-sided. This is a very one-sided fight. So they did some damage to me. Now the important thing with this is there's multiple phases to land invasions. So this was just the first battle. Next turn it's going to continue. So here you would have the choice to be like, oh, that did not go well, and you can retreat, which is like you suck out your troops that are on the planet, and then you put them back on the ship, and you're good. Whereas if you continue it, it'll continue. These guys left me a nice shuttle when I assimilated them, so I'm going to have it head over here and help out. It might be able to destroy those pirates on its own. I'm not sure about it, but it might at least kind of butter them up. Okay, let's do another mining probe. My brood ship is basically ready for action, but I'm a little scared to use it at the moment. I guess I'll try it. It doesn't look like this thing is like blockading the system, so I might be able to just have my brood ship skip on by. As long as it's going, full throttle. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, I got librarian. So it looks like we got this place kind of on the run here. So I'm just going to do blitz because that usually tends to be the quickest. I'm not going to watch this one just because it's so one-sided, And there we go. Unsurprisingly, we destroyed it and we seized a whole bunch of loot, which is nice because I'm actually not producing any titanium. Now we have some extra little pirate ships here. My ships are really good at close range, so we're gonna really get in there. Got it. Okay, the system is clear. Now we're gonna fly back here and help out there. Now I'm hoping my colony ship can just skim by. Nope, it cannot. So we're gonna retreat. Oh, for a second I thought that was my colony ship. I was like, where are you going? Okay, it ran back this way, which is fine. I can deal with that. Excellent. So we got our economy is all fixed up now. Thank goodness. Here I think I'm gonna do, let's see, I already have that. I think I'm gonna do industrial zones. This planet's hot, so I will get some extra production out of it. After that, I'm actually not too sure. I think maybe I'll build a bunch of military ships. All right, let's move everyone along. That's almost there. All right. Oh wow, the Sophons are a little more spread out than I would like. I mean, that's one of their main advantages actually, is that they have faster ships. They are really good at exploring as a result, and they are usually a little bit ahead in technology, so they have a lot more speed modules and et cetera, et cetera. So they're a little trickier to compete with. But I think my advantage is going to be down here. So I think that's going to be it for this part. But this was a good time. I think I laid a lot of groundwork for my future plans. I'm happy I got rid of the pirates. Next we're gonna colonize Idris. Maybe antagonize the Sophons, though I might just push down here instead. Or maybe both. I don't know. This place is also very tempting. It's nice. It's within, it's within a quick jump. And I think it'll be very useful. But this place is a fiver. I want that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and take care.